Welcome to today's masterclass. Alex Caragiannides here with BSM Vault. I'm going to get started here in a second. Today we are going to be focusing on one of my favorite strategies with using artificial intelligence to build your marketing foundation. Now this works for if you're a realtor, this works if you're a mortgage professional, if you're in the title industry, escrow, it doesn't really matter. If you're a service provider and you want to target your audience online, get their attention first and attract them into your world to offer your products and services. This is going to be probably the best step-by-step system that you could put together online. I call it the client attraction machine. Today we're going to focus on incorporating artificial intelligence to make your life a lot easier with creating titles for videos, actual content for short form and long form. I've said this before and I'll say it again. The ability today to leverage automation and technology, to leverage artificial intelligence, to become more socially omnipresent, I don't think we've ever had it this good. So grab a pen, grab a paper, take good notes here. Again, this could work if you're trying to recruit other loan officers to your branch, you're trying to recruit other agents on your team. Definitely works if you want to attract, specific clients like first-time buyers that are veterans or real estate investors looking to purchase property, let's say in Athens, Greece. That's where I'm currently at right now in Greece. So it works across the board. All right, so let me go ahead and share my screen and let's get rolling. All right, I'm over here. Okay, so I call this the ultimate artificial intelligence marketing strategy for real estate. Doesn't mean it's just for realtors, this is for real estate. So founder and owner of BSM Vault, we're a marketing agency. We predominantly work the real estate industry. So anybody that's connected to the real estate industry, that could be investors, that could be property managers, that could be obviously realtors, mortgage professionals, title companies. These concepts work. So they're based on principles and tactically, obviously we have to evolve and change as we're given access to certain things like today, artificial intelligence. Now, if you want to get ahead of your competition, this is going to be a step-by-step guide for how to incorporate social brand marketing. And what I love is digital farming. All right, so three things we're gonna focus on: how to expand your brand and social awareness online. I call this becoming omnipresent online, staying top of mind with all of your past clients, top of mind with all your leads, your old leads, your new leads, top of mind with your referral partners, your sphere of influence, your friends and family. Number two, how do we get attention? We got to get attention first. We got to be seen first, then get attention, then attract more clients, attract more referral partners, attract more recruiting opportunities. And number three, how to close more transactions and increase your monthly revenue. All right. So step number one, the most important step, I say this all the time and I'm going to keep repeating it until everybody gets this, is you got to identify a target audience. You can't just market to the masses. Marketing is not selling. Marketing is getting people's attention. The best way to get people's attention is to be specific with the audience you want to serve first. Doesn't mean you're only going to work with one audience. You can have multiple audiences, but for the purposes of creating a message or a strategy, pick one audience at a time. And this audience, I'm going to do this example live to help you because this is what you should be doing. I'm going to pick real estate investors. Real estate investors is what I'm going to pick. All right. Now, step number two is identify a target market and a location or locations. In this example, I'm going to pick Athens, Greece. I'm still currently in Greece. I can't wait to go back home. I'll be home soon to New York. But currently I'm in Greece and I actually have clients here that are wanting to target real estate investors and focus on Athens, Greece. Next, number three, this is where I'm going to show you guys some really good, easy hacks that you can incorporate by using artificial intelligence. So step number three is going to be your messaging and content creation. So we're going to have to use a combination of short form content and long form content. The two work together like a yin and a yang. Long form content is going to be blog articles. 600, I would say 500 words is a good start. 500 words. And then short form content is going to be your reels. Okay, so we have Instagram reels that are 60 seconds or less. We have Facebook reels that are 90 seconds or less. We have TikTok, 60 seconds or less. And then we have YouTube shorts, 60 seconds or less. The benefit of doing short form and long form is you can repurpose the content. Right? So let me give you an example. I like to use an AI software called Creator.ai. Creator.ai. and creator spelled CREAITOR.ai. So if you're gonna want to use this, you're gonna want to type in the browser app.creator CREAITOR.ai, and it'll take you to this software. It's one of my favorite software. It's a paid software, but I love it. So here's what I do. I start here. I go to video. I scroll down here, and here it's going to give me video topic ideas. Okay, it's going to give me video topic ideas. So I'm going to go right here. I'm going to go ahead and type in right here what this topic should be about. And I'm just going to type in real estate investing in Athens, Greece. Now, what the AI is going to do, for me, it's going to give me topic ideas, title ideas, hook ideas that are relevant right now. They're trending online. This is the advantage of leveraging artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence does the work for you. Literally, I clicked create. It took me, 10 seconds for them to give me a list of all these titles. So I'm going to go ahead and let's just say this. Let's pick this one right here. I would do all these. I would do all 30 of these, but for the purposes of this example, I'm gonna pick this one. I'm gonna do this real time with it. So I'm gonna copy this. Then I'm gonna go to a different artificial intelligence that's free. It's an open AI called ChatGPT. And all I'm gonna type here is very simple. Create a 60-second video script on, let me paste this. So create a 60-second video script on the top 5 reasons why Athens, Greece is a great place for real estate investing. Now, look what we have here. It's going to give me the script. All right. So while that is doing that, I'm going to go ahead and open up ChatGPT again. And now I'm going to say, create a 500-word blog article targeting, let's go over here, blog article on the top. And the reason why I'm doing it this way, let me see if this one's done. Yeah, so this one's done. So the reason why I'm doing this way is because this one's going to give me long form. And this one right here just gave me my short form. So how this works is, and I do this, obviously we do this for all our clients, but what I recommend you do is you pick 10 titles. So if we go back to this original one, I have 10 right here. There's 30 here, right? So I have 10 right here. So each one of these is a hook to a short form video. Each one of these is a title to a long form blog article. So I would go one by one with all of these. And look, you got a time block to do this. You got to spend a couple hours, either a week or at least a couple hours a month just doing this, right? So once you time block this, then you can do this, then you're going to create your assets. So this one has given me now my script, and anything you see here voiceover is me speaking or the client speaking, right? So I would just open up here, I would then say this, and just go down this whole thing. Now you can outsource this for post-production editing. I mean, there's VAs right now doing this for very inexpensive pricing, where they could then post-produce, edit the video, chop it down, make it into a 60-second reel, where now you could reproduce that 60-second reel on TikTok, on Instagram, on Facebook, and on YouTube Shorts, right? So that's how I create the content. Same thing with the blog article. Now we have a blog article that we could then take. We could outsource this to a VA or somebody on Fiverr or in-house, and they create a nice blog article that you could use for an email broadcast. You could also use it for a post on your website. You could also use it for long form on Facebook with a visual digital like post, Instagram with a visual digital post with some hashtags in the description, and even on LinkedIn with a visual digital post. Okay, so this is the power of leveraging artificial intelligence, because it allows us to create the content. We don't have to be great at copywriting. We don't have to hire an expensive editor or copywriter to make our content anymore. Artificial intelligence has completely changed the game. So once we have 10, 15 pieces of content created, and again, this is going to be a time blocking system that you have to put into place. It's not going to happen by itself unless you're outsourcing this, like to a company like my company or another company. You don't have to, but you want to do this yourself, you have to time block. If you time block, you create all your content for the month with 2, 3, 4 hours of effort one time in a month. Once you have all your content, I'm going to identify, all right, where's my audience? Where are they socializing? Where are they engaging online? So I'm going to for sure have Facebook as an option. Still the holy grail in my opinion. I'm going to have Instagram as an option. I'm definitely going to have TikTok because people are just consuming a lot of content on TikTok, and then you can have the data, you can retarget the data. All we're doing this for is to get more data, by the way. Definitely YouTube. So I'm going to focus on these. I'm going to focus on these 4 social platforms when I identify my media channels. Media channels are what I call the bridge to get your message in front of your target audience. Okay? Now this is why it's important with step number 1, identifying a target audience first. Step number 2, sorry, let me just fix this. Step number 2, after I identify a target audience, identifying a location. Because once we have a target audience identified and we pick a location or locations, and now we start creating content based on this target audience's location, now we could say, okay, media channels, maybe my audience, real estate investors, are on LinkedIn as well. Maybe they're not, right? So I'm going to just use these 4. These are going to be my bridges to get this message, right, short form and long form, in front of this audience. Now we get to step number 5. This is where we start having some fun. So we created the content, because we can repurpose the content. So 10 or 15 videos can be repurposed like 60, 70 different ways, just so you know. You don't have to create 70, 80, 90 different pieces of content a month. If you have a flagship of, let's say, 15 pieces of long form content and 15 pieces of short form content, you literally have over 100 pieces of content that you can reproduce and repurpose into all these social channels. So now what you're doing at the top of the funnel is you're posting daily, organically, on the social channels. You're posting daily organically on these social channels. Why we need to do this is because we're going to leverage these social algorithms. They're going to give us access back to data. I have videos running right now. I just checked before I even started recording this webinar, where I'm getting video views at 0.001. That's under a penny a view. 0.001. So I'm getting data at such a cheap cost. I can now retarget the video views of, let's say, people that watch 10 seconds or more of my short form video. I can retarget them. I'm going to show you where I'm going to retarget them to. So top of the funnel is all free. It's all organic. We are going to be rewarded by our efforts when we post organically at the top of the funnel. Posting daily organically on social channels at least 7 times per week times 4 channels, right? Because we have Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, equals 28 posts per week times 4. I know I'm getting this is serious for me. Times 4. What's the math on that? 8 and 4 is 32. So 4 and 2 is 8. So what? 100. Hopefully my math is right. 112 posts per month. 112 times per month organically we are posting on these social channels. We will be rewarded with data, right? We want the data. We want the data because now we can retarget the data. So what we do when we retarget the data, now we go to the middle of the funnel. Now we run online advertising. Online advertising. So we run ads here a certain way. We don't run ads until we get to step number 6. Because step number 6 now, we've earned the data. Our efforts will be rewarded with data. What I mean by data is we can retarget people that have engaged in our short form and long form content. We can retarget people that like, tag, share, watch videos, right? This is all called engagement and video views. I can retarget people that watch 10 seconds or more of my videos. I can retarget people that like, comment, tag, share on any of my long form posts. I can build different kinds of audiences, which are called custom audiences. I can do this on Facebook. I can do this on Google. I can do this on TikTok. I can do this on LinkedIn. Once I have my custom audiences, now I can retarget that audience, which is a lower cost per click. So we want a lower cost per click, aka CTC. Once we get a lower cost per click, we have a more quality lead that opts into our campaigns, which is how it works. The reason why most people don't get quality leads online is because they're targeting cold audience. You have to warm up the audience first. First they gotta see you. Then you get their attention with your content. Then you can attract them into your world with your ads. All right, and then you get rewarded with lower cost per click, a better quality lead, which converts at a higher percentage. Most people online convert less than 1%. We should be all converting 5 to 10% online, in my opinion, over the long haul, not short run. long haul if it's done properly. So the leads we run in the middle of the funnel just depends on your industry and your service. If you're a mortgage professional, if you're a real estate professional, there's certain types of ad campaigns that you can run that will have people interested in what you're offering, like a list of homes in a certain area. I'm going to offer obviously something that will entice a real estate investor, let's say from Munich, Germany, or Switzerland, or anywhere, Dubai, people that are interested in coming to Athens, Greece. I'm going to entice them with a guide or a video series or access to data maybe that they don't have, right? I'm going to entice them with my offer. That's the ad. They're going to opt into the ad. I just generated a lead for my client. And then we go to the bottom of the funnel. And again, I can go way deeper down this rabbit hole. I don't have time for this class to talk about middle of the funnel ad campaigns. I have other classes. Send me a DM or go on my YouTube channel or go to the webinar vault and you can see other classes on how to actually do these campaigns. It's a more high level, top level strategy. Now, bottom of the funnel, we're going to focus on follow-up automation. The magic is in the follow-up for sure. I think it's in the automation of the follow-up, and most importantly, retargeting. Right? Retargeting. Because the magic in the follow-up happens over consistent follow-up, but also retargeting. So the beauty of creating long-form content at the top of the funnel is we don't have to recreate the content at the bottom of the funnel. We're just going to run retargeting campaigns to the long form because we're going to squeeze them together. Top of the funnel, bottom of the funnel squeezes the middle like a sandwich. That's what we're going to focus on in the retargeting. And here's the thing about retargeting campaigns. A little goes a long way because these are called reach campaign objectives. Reach campaign objectives. And again, the how-to on these campaign objectives is not this video. The technical part, don't worry about the how-to. It's very easy. Ask me to enter the real estate marketing university I have. It doesn't cost anything. It's a digital course, all how-to training. You can Google, you can go to YouTube, you can learn how to run reach campaign objectives. You got to run them on Facebook and you got to run them on Google because you're retargeting the audience that went into the middle of the funnel. Anybody that opted into the middle of the funnel, you can now retarget them at the bottom of the funnel. And you're always wanting to drive traffic to a VSL, video sales letter. Again, if you don't know what this is, go to my webinar vault, watch the video sales letter training. It's one of my favorite trainings. Everybody, I don't care what industry you're in, you should have a video sales letter funnel in place to drive traffic to, especially at the bottom of the funnel. You should not be redirecting people to your websites. No. That's a big no. You should be redirecting them to a VSL. Next, step number 8, onboarding and fulfillment. Let's assume now you brought in new business. Let's assume now you brought in a client from your efforts, which is what you should be doing. Now the magic is, how do you onboard them? Okay, what does the first day and the first week look like in your process? This is important to dial this in. It's important to make the experience when somebody comes into your world, whether it's a service you're starting, let's say it's a new escrow or new contract if you're on the mortgage or real estate side. It's important that the first day and the first week, the experience is like somebody going to Nordstrom after they went to Macy's. No disrespect to Macy's. I still shop at Macy's, but it's a completely different experience when you walk into Nordstrom after you walk into Macy's, right? So you want to make it a wow experience. Because this is a big deal when we get to step number 9, which is increasing lifetime cash value, which is called LCV. So what does the first day look like? What does the first week look like? What does your entire process look like from cradle to grave? I call it from cradle to grave, all right? What does the entire process look like from cradle to grave? Okay? Because if this is done properly, onboarding and fulfillment, guess what happens? You get more CCRs, current client referrals. Current client referrals. For those of you that have been in the mortgage business for a while and know what this means, you know what I'm talking about. For those that don't know what it means, pay attention to getting more current client referrals. CCRs, very important. All that means is during the transaction, let's say you have a 30-day escrow, 30-day contract, you get a referral from your client before the deal even closes. That's called a CCR. The odds and the percentages of that referral closing with you or being a high quality referral is through the roof. And also when you get CCRs, it increases the chances of you getting what we call PCRs. PCRs equals past client referrals. right? Once a client closes, now we want to get PCRs, right? We want to get past client referrals. So when you have a nice onboarding and fulfillment process, it sets everything up for step number 9, referrals and repeat business. How do you increase lifetime cash value on your current book of business? How? You get more referrals from the same client you just served, and you get repeat business. Your relationship as a consultant actually starts after the deal closes. Why? Because after the deal closes, you earn what's called respect and trust. People do business with you because they like you. People refer business to you and come back to you because they respect and trust you. And in order to get that, you got to build out referrals and repeat business systems. And speaking of systems, we go to step number 10, and this is all about SOP, standard operating procedures. Systems, I call this systems and structure equals freedom. My old mentor and coach taught me that, and I believe it wholeheartedly. You got to have system and structure for everything. You're not going to be able to record videos, 10, 15 videos every month, or even more than that, if you're not systematized. If you don't have time blocks in your week. You're not going to be able to make 50 calls, outbound outreaches in a day if it's not time blocked in your calendar. You're not going to be able to do anything really if it's not time blocked in your calendar, because our industries, mine included, are very all over the place. But the more control we have, the more discipline we have, we're having systems and structure, morning routines, business routines, night routines. It helps everything in our business. So what I would do is I would use Trello, like a Trello board, because it's free and I like it and it's visual. I'll just look up Trello boards if you don't know what they are, and I would create a board, right, like a Trello board for your process, and I would create literally 9 steps, all these 9 steps, step 1 all the way to step 9. I'd have different columns, that's what a Trello board is, with different cards, which is your systems, your processes, your checklists, all identified, dialed in. Now, this is not going to happen overnight. This is a process, just like building a business is a process. But once you could do an SOP for every step of your business, you now have a business that you can potentially, guess what? Potentially sell one day. Even if you don't want to sell your business, having the mentality of building business around SOPs and proprietary kind of like ideas that you have that are kind of like yours will help your business immensely. Immensely, you'll move the needle. And guess what? If one day you do want to sell your business, you'll be in a much better position to get a higher return on your business and your investment. Okay? So, final thoughts. Either work on your business at least 5 hours per week or more. I know that sounds aggressive, but it's really not. I do 2 hours a day, 5 days a week. I do 10 hours a week. I'm talking about working on your business, like this kind of stuff, being very systematized, high-level thinking, masterminding, reading, watching training, incorporating what you're learning, not just learning it and understanding it, but applying it. Okay, so you need to work on your business probably as hard, if not harder, than you do in your business. Okay, time block your MITs, most important things for the day. Time block your top 5, 6 business MITs every single day. Learn how to leverage artificial intelligence correctly. It's not going anywhere. It's been around forever, just so you guys know. Artificial intelligence, Google's artificial intelligence, right? Google's been around how many years, right? So artificial intelligence is more mainstream now than it's ever been, but really not that many people know how to use it properly. So learn how to leverage artificial intelligence. Like I just showed you so many different ways right now, very simple ways, by the way, where you can identify topics. You can identify hooks. You can identify titles. You can then use free open AI like ChatGPT to give you the script for a 60-second video script that you can repurpose into Reels for all 4 platforms: TikTok, Facebook Reels, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts. You can then use ChatGPT to create long-form content for blog articles, post your Google Business Directory, email broadcast content, long-form on Facebook, long-form on Instagram, long-form on LinkedIn, right? Leverage artificial intelligence when you learn how to use it. And last but not least, take action. None of this is going to work. First, you got to learn it, then you got to understand it, but the most important step is you got to apply it, right? Apply it to your market, apply it to your business. And then what's going to happen is you're going to get feedback, you're going to get results. Good or bad, doesn't matter. It's going to give you data, right? All we're doing is experimenting. We can't lose. We either win or we learn. So with the feedback and the experimenting you're going to do, you're going to then be able to course correct and adjust. Okay, you're going to course correct and adjust. So, hope you enjoyed this training. It was kind of a short training. I threw a lot, But it's really, if you go back and rewatch this and, DM me, send me a message, and I'll send you the Google sheet that goes with this, and you take it step by step and you include artificial intelligence as the foundation of building your marketing strategy. Again, whether you're a mortgage professional, real estate professional, doesn't matter what service you're in, doesn't matter if you're offering a service or a product, does not matter. The name of the game: increase your brand awareness online, become more socially omnipresent, get the attention of your target audience and attract them into your world by using organic marketing and paid advertising together like a yin and a yang, short form, long form, like a yin and a yang. And then increase your revenue, right? The name of the game here, the objective of everything we're doing is to get more clients, to serve more clients, right? To close more transactions. Everybody wins. Increase revenue, reinvest a portion of your gross income back into marketing and back into advertising and back into building your business. Stay consistent and don't give up. And you'll see over the long haul, even in the short run, but over the long haul for sure, exponential growth. Doesn't matter what the market's doing. When the market's great, okay, you got more business. But when the market's not great, a lot of people get out of the business. It's easier to get market share when the market is what it is, like it is today. I promise you that. 90% of the people are not getting any of the market. Only 10% are. So go into that 10% category. It's not even the 80-20 rule anymore. It's the 90-10 rule. Become that 10% category. Get a piece of the market. Create a nice brand for yourself. Be authentic. Be yourself. Put out the message. Put it in the work. The results will come. I promise. That's all I have. Please share this with people that might benefit from it. And reach out if you have any questions. Take care. See you on the inside. Bye-bye for now.